Do you all have any advice on how to create a relationship with your academic advisor, or how to best utilize your academic advisor and the academic
I've had
advisor process?
a great relationship with my academic advisor for the past 2.5 years. I've been a biology major, and I feel like they're actually taking his courses, and he knowing what my goals were was key.
Right.
Because he was often sitting there like, Sam, you don't really need to take this class for medicine. Like, even though this is microbiology, this is more along the lines of plant oriented. This is not going to help you along the way. And he was constantly just letting me know about courses I should take or what he would recommend me taking. And then, even though I had planned out my own schedule for the most part, I still checked in with him every semester.
Excellent.
And he would just give advice on, this class may be challenging, or this one, I don't see you having a problem with this one. And it was great. And I feel like to this point, like, he still knows, like, every class I'm taking, and he's been a great assistance throughout the whole.
Give any advice to students, it would really be to develop relationships with their teachers. A lot of it's on, a lot of responsibilities on the professor as well for developing that relationship with students. I remember a lot of what subjects you end up liking has to do with what professor you get. If you get a great professor for a certain class, you find you really enjoy that. Finding professors that you like and respect is a really important part of the equation. I always took a very active role, and I'd really recommend that. Take a very active role in your own classes. Go take what you want to take. Just because an advisor, no matter how qualified he or she is, hands you a sheet of paper, doesn't mean that is what's best for you. Really take the time to look through classes, be like, oh, that's really interesting, I'll take that. Don't worry so much about the difficulty, because if you enjoy it and you are passionate about it, then you will excel in areas that you may not think that you were capable of.
If you're interested in a graduate program, the best thing is to go ahead and start filling the waters. Go start shadowing. Go talk to instructors. Even at, like, for me, I was already doing mock interviews with certain professors at the medical center or through pre-health advisors, where they were saying, you need to be prepared for this. You need to get ready. So I was not left in the dark when it rolled around to begin graduate school.
Wow.
And I feel like that is.
Sometimes I see our freshmen might be a little leery of going to see an advisor, so it's wonderful to hear successful seniors say that that's part of what made you successful.
You think about your future, which may be kind of daunting for some freshmen, but definitely use advisors as a resource. It's a hugely important resource to really to find what you want to do and to make your way through a kind of a difficult landscape of what requirements you need, and it kind of takes some of that stress of really figuring out, like, oh, do I need another natural science for my to get my course requirements or whatever. I really emphasize taking active role yourself in it. Don't just rely totally on advisor, but definitely get to know them and really use them as a resource.
When you're a freshman, you're assigned to advisors that they don't know you, and it's not personalized at all. And a lot of people don't know what they want to do yet.
Right.
Especially, so if at first, definitely take an active role and take classes that interest you, no matter what they are. If it sounds cool.
That Sam picked up, or that I'd like to pick up on is you talk about your advisor was able to tailor some of the advice, and that's because you were sharing with sort of where were you at that moment, and I know it changed through several times, but I think you need to keep your advisor aware of, this is what I'm thinking, even if it may change next semester, this is what I'm thinking right now, so given the path that I'm looking, which courses make the most sense? And so students need to be active in letting their advisor know kind of where they're at and where they see their future, because the advisor can give the best insights into specific courses and so forth. So, you know, in a sense, if you come in to the advisor and say, you know, tell me what I need to take, the advisor, they can't give you a lot of specific sorts of things. There's not, you know, it's going to be kind of generic advice
And
at that
saying about
point.
like
so.
telling your professor and your advisor like what we have in mind, like what I want, how I see my career unfolding or whatever is very important. I've also learned and found very beneficial is learning how my professor got to where they came, like how they like their track that they got here, even in my advisor's track like that. That's been really cool for me to see, and like kind of I can see myself doing something similar like that. So I found that not only is it fun, you build a relationship, but I mean you learn things that you might not have known that's an option.
Right, yeah, that's great. That's really good advice. I appreciate that.
Thank you.